Welcome to our new series, It Happened in New Jersey. I am Hank Bitton, Executive Director of the New Jersey Council for the Social Studies and your host for this series. This video series introduces you to best practice lessons available on our website, www.njcss.org. These lessons include essential questions, historical documents, targeted skills for students, connections to the big picture of history, and applications to events happening today. The 1930s have comparisons with today. This was a decade when our state government was in debt and faced protests from the public. It was a time of anti-immigrant feeling, especially negative attitudes towards Germans and Italians. It was also a time of innovations with technology, such as radio and movies, chemistry and engineering. Princeton was the home of David Sarnoff and the Radio Corporation of America. Albert Einstein was a professor at Princeton University. Fort Lee was the movie capital of the world. Your students will be impressed when they learn that the first wireless networks were for radio and television rather than computers. Today's program is about the crime of the century. It took place on March 1st, 1932, and it kept the nation in suspense until the arrest of Bruno Hauptmann on May 12th. Charles, or Lucky Lindy, and his wife Anne Morrow, daughter of Dwight Morrow, the distinguished U.S. ambassador to Mexico, were the parents of baby Charles, who was only 20 months old. He was staying at the time in their new home in Hopewell, New Jersey, with a house servant or nanny. Young baby Charles was supposedly taken from the second-story window and later was found dead in the woods not far from his home. This lesson centers around the ransom note and involves students engaging in inquiry about who the kidnappers might be. Colonel H. Norman Schwarzkopf of the New Jersey State Police was officially in charge of the investigation. He is also the father of the 1991 Gulf War leader, U.S. General H. Norman Schwarzkopf. But running a kidnapping investigation was difficult, and many errors were made, making a certain arrest difficult to prove. This lesson is available on the Lessons and Resources page of the NJCSS website. It's in the high school section entitled New Jersey in the 1930s. It is a flexible lesson, and it allows for cooperative learning groups to study other events in the 1930s, including the explosion of the Hindenburg airship, War of the Worlds, and a protest by citizens at the New Jersey State House. However, the lesson materials can also be used for basic information or their video links or documents. Text us your questions or comments at 201-669-8654 or by email at mail.njcss@rutgers.edu. Thank you for watching and enjoy the program.